Hey guys, Other Boy Reactions here. Alright, we're hopping back into Doctor Who. Last episode was amazing. One of the best ones I've seen so far in this season. I know we're still at the beginning, but last episode and episode 3 were my favorite so far. We got a new addition to the cast. Adam is his name. I'm not sure how I feel about him. Seems like a nice guy, but looks like he's gonna be like a potential love interest for Rose, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. They're probably like around the same age, but he just seems like a little boy to me. I don't know if he can handle our Rose, but we will have to see. So we'll probably find out more about him in this episode. He has joined the Doctor and Rose. We'll see if he clashes with the Doctor. I predict he will. And I predict that Rose will be the buffer and she'll have to get in between them all the time to keep from killing each other. But he's supposed to be a genius as well as the Doctor. The Doctor's a genius as well, so we'll have to see how that goes. But we'll hop right into it. This is Doctor Who, Season 1, Episode 7, The Long Game.
Planet Earth at its height. Covered with mega cities, 5 moons, population 96 billion. The hub of a galactic domain stretching across 1 million planets, 1 million species, with mankind right in the middle. He's your boyfriend.
Not anymore.
Right.
Your history's not as good as you thought it was.
My history's perfect.
Well, obviously not.
They're all human.
Wow.
What about the millions of planets, the millions of species? Where are they?
Good question. Actually, that is a good question.
I'm sorry we're not there.
It's all
Please
right.
leave a message. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, it's me.
I've sort of gone travelling. I met these people and we're travelling together.
Aww.
I'm fine, and I'll call you later. Love you. Bye.
That's so cool.
Ladies, gentlemen, multi-sex, undecided or robot, my name is Kathika Santini Kadani.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
And 3, 2, and Spike.
Compressed information streaming into it. Reports from every city, every country, every planet,
No.
and they all get packaged inside her head.
No thank
She
you.
becomes part of the software.
This is it. Come on. Oh my God, make it me. Come on, say my name. Say my name. Say my name.
Promotion for Suki McRae Cantrell. Please proceed
they can
to
kill
floor
you.
500.
Leave it. 500. How did you manage that? I'm above you.
I don't know, I just applied on the off chance. And they said
Because you're white. No.
It's so not fair. I've been applying to floor 500 for 3 years.
What's floor 500?
Don't worry, honey, they're gonna kill her.
Walls are made of gold.
You'd rather be with him. It's gonna take a better man than me to get between you two.
You don't even know each other.
Anyway, I'll be on the deck.
Bye!
Riddance.
She's gonna die.
Talking like you'll never see her again. She's only going upstairs.
We won't. Once you go to floor 500, you never come back.
What?
The Freedom Foundation has been monitoring Satellite 5's transmissions. We have absolute proof that the facts are being manipulated. You are lying to the people.
Ooh, I love it. Say it again.
This whole system is corrupt. Who do you represent?
I'm merely a humble slave. I answer to the editor-in-chief.
Who is he? Where is he?
He's overseeing everything, literally. Humanity's been set back about 90 years. When did Satellite 5 start broadcasting?
91 years ago.
Type 1,
You're getting it
the
done?
head chip, inserted into the back of the skull,
Oh my
100
God.
credits. There's the chip. Tiny, invisible, no scarring. Type 2 is the full info spike.
Oh, that's the thing.
That's the one. It does cost 10,000.
Oh well, I couldn't afford it then.
Not at all. Turns out, you've got unlimited credit.
Fuck. Ah! Ew. Ew. The fuck?
Oh my God, I'm gonna be sick.
Why did you do that? What's that?
Special offer. We installed the Vomitomatic at the same time. Nanotermites have been placed in the lining of your throat.
What?
In the event of sickness, they freeze the waste.
Oh my god.
It's a place where humans are allowed to live by kind permission of my client.
What is it? Show it. Oh fuck! What the fuck?
That thing, as you put it, is in charge of the human race. For almost 100 years, mankind has been shaped and guided, his knowledge and ambition strictly controlled by its broadcast news, edited by my superior, your master, and humanity's guiding light, the mighty Jagrafess of the holy Hadrajassic Maxaraptor.
Wow.
I call him Max. We can rewrite history. We can prevent mankind from ever developing.
And no one's going to stop you. Because you've bred a human race which doesn't bother to ask questions. Stupid
God.
little slaves, believing every lie. They'll just trot right into the slaughterhouse if they're told it's made of gold.
Maximum access. Override floor 139. And
God.
Spike!
You sacrifice yourself.
Disengage the safety.
Who's that? And she's thinking. She's using what she knows.
Terminate her access.
Everything I told her about Satellite 5, the pipes, the filters, she's reversing it. Look at that. It's getting hot.
Melting.
I said terminate. Burn out her mind.
Oh, no, you don't. You should have promoted me years back.
Actually, sir, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll resign. Bye then.
Ah! She's still alive? Come on, Tasika. Bring her with you.
Well, they might start believing a lot of things now. Human race should accelerate. All back to normal.
What about your friend?
He's not my friend.
Now don't.
I'm all right now. Much better.
Fucking
I've got the
little
key.
kid.
Look, it's...
Could have ruined everything.
It all worked out for the best, didn't it?
Punch.
You know, it's not actually my fault. Because
It is.
you were in charge. It's my house. I'm home. Oh my God, I'm home.
What about me? You can't just
What
go.
about
I've got
you?
my head. I've got a chip type 2. My head opens.
What? Like this?
Don't.
Fuck.
Don't do what?
Stop it.
All right now, Doctor, that's enough. Stop it.
Leave him.
Thank you.
Just leave him.
Oi.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
The whole of history could have changed because of you.
I just wanted to help.
You were helping yourself.
And I'm sorry, and I've said I'm sorry, and I really am, but you can't just leave me like this.
Yes,
Yes, they
we
can, because
can.
if you show their head to anyone, they'll dissect you in seconds. You'll have to live a very quiet life. Keep out
That's
of
what
trouble.
you
be
fucking
average,
get.
unseen. Good luck.
But I want to come with you.
I only take the best. I've got Rose.
Thank you.
Oh, let me look at you. Oh, 6 months. It's like I saw you yesterday.
She's gonna snap.
Isn't it funny? The time goes by like that.
Like. That was a cute one. That was fun. That ending was. That was so adorable. Yeah, so we got rid of Adam. I was so glad to get rid of him. He was not good enough for Rose. I'm sorry. Plus, they were moving way too quickly. Like, he was her boyfriend already? No. He got that procedure done? Like, what is wrong with you? What an idiot. No, I mean, Rose, you're gonna find plenty of hot guys along your travels who are smarter than him, so don't worry, you're gonna be fine. You know, unless the doctor comes to his senses and finally realizes that he's in love with you. There was a lot of metaphors going on in this episode, which made it fun. The whole idea of being promoted, you know, it's something that everyone wanted. Promotion is something that everyone wants, but then when you get it, it's not what you think it is. And then even little things like Kathika being black, and she's higher than, was it Suki? She's higher than her, and Suki's white, and Suki still gets, you know, promoted before her. Kathika gets passed over for the promotion, which happens today, which has happened throughout history. Yeah, everything was just relevant to today, like how they use fear to make people afraid of immigrants so that they can close the borders. I mean, hello, that's exactly what's happening right now, and has been happening throughout history. Fear has always been used to keep people in line, to control people, to control countries. I thought it was interesting that they were using the media to control people. I mean, a lot of people think that's happening today as well. I mean, to a degree. I mean, you can't completely control people. You can only control people who don't think for themselves already. But in this episode, technology had gotten so advanced that people didn't think for themselves. They didn't have to. So they didn't ask questions. They just relied on the information that was being fed to them, and the information could have been lies, and they were lies. And I thought it was interesting that the doctor said that the human race had been set back by 91 years. And it was because this giant, I don't know what it was, looked like a giant penis monster, I don't know what it was, with teeth, you know, had somehow taken over and had enslaved the human race. Humans should have been further along as far as technology at that point, in the year 200,000. God, 200,000. And that's not even as far as in the second episode, when the second episode was like 5 billion years into the future, right? So, damn. It's interesting how they go back and forth between times. I love how they made it seem like nothing had changed. Like, even though it was, you know, 200,000 years into the future, nothing had really changed. And their explanation was because of a giant alien. But, I mean, you know, the same can be said of today, that the media has a very strong influence on how the public thinks and what they care about and what they're afraid of. And fear is being used today to control people, to make them think that a certain group of people is responsible for all of our problems. I mean, it's like history keeps repeating itself, and it will keep repeating itself, unless, you know, we ask questions and learn from our mistakes. And, you know, most people, just like in this episode, are too focused on getting ahead in their careers and just focusing on work. Like, you know, you're just a machine, you're just a zombie trying to pay those bills, and you come home, you're so tired, you don't even want to think about what's happening in the world. You don't want to think about if our government is doing the right thing, if the media is telling you the truth or not. It's very easy to just be complacent and to just sit back and take whatever is being fed to you, but that's so dangerous. But we have to ask questions, otherwise we'll be slaves. We'll be just another cog in the machine. That's what happened when that girl got promoted. Even though, you know, there's a little side story, and you know, she was supposedly infiltrating. She was like a spy for I don't know what they're called, Freedom something. The whole point of that promotion was to just bring you up there and become part of the machine, just become another cog in the machine, you know, just another zombie, another robot, another slave. A promotion that leads to nowhere. I thought that was interesting. You know, like, no matter how high you strive or how hard you climb, are you really getting anywhere? It really pissed me off that Adam got that procedure done, just the description of it. Like, they're opening a hole into your head to expose your brain. But him, you know, he's, you know, we thought he was smart, but he wants to learn. He wants, you know, he wants to have all the knowledge he can possibly get. It's also a commentary on, you know, instant gratification and just having things done instantly. Like, yeah, maybe in the future you can have the ability to learn things like that at the drop of a hat, at a snap. But there's a price. You lose your humanity. You lose, you know, the process of learning. That's, it's a journey. But if you just get everything instantly, then, you know, we won't be human anymore. That's part of being human, is the act of learning, not just, boom, now I know what I want to know. It's probably going to be like that in the future, though. I can't see people's heads being opened up like that, but that little chip that she held up, that's definitely going to happen in the future. They're definitely going to put, you know, your social security number is going to be in a chip. Your credit card's going to be in a chip. He said, you know, they had everyone chipped so that they could do the census that way. I mean, I would not put it past, especially this current administration, if they had the ability to do that, they would totally chip everyone, and it would be mandatory. And in this episode, in the future, I bet no one would question it, and that's scary. Like, that's not right. Like, we're not supposed to be that connected. I just don't think we are. But of course, I'm speaking from someone in 2019. You know, if I was born 20 years from now, 50 years from now, I might have a different viewpoint. By then, that will seem normal. You know, we'll probably have cars that drive themselves by then. And I bet you they will have come up with the first implantable credit card system, and that'll be like the new thing. And it'll be very similar to a world like in that movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise, and you know, the cars drove themselves, and every time you walked, you know, past a store, your eyes would be scanned, and you know, all the ads would cater to you and call you by name. I can see that happening because technology is moving so quickly, and it will not stop for anyone. I just ask that whoever's up there, please, like, you know, slow it down just a little bit so we don't get to that point too quickly. Like, you know, let's pace ourselves. But it was a really fun episode in a totally different way than the previous episode. God, every episode is so different, and all these different sets. I swear, that's, for a show that doesn't have a lot of money, it doesn't have a big budget, that's so ambitious to have a different set every single time, different costumes every single time, different style of makeup and prosthetics every single time. You know, very creative. You have a lot of opportunity to be creative, but from a practical standpoint, damn, that just sounds like a lot of work. But so I have to commend them on that. Yeah, and Rose didn't seem too heartbroken that Adam, you know, they left Adam, because she realized that he wasn't right for her. And when he fainted, right then and there, she was like, yeah, no, like, I'm out. Like, he's not good enough for me. Like, she needs someone who's just as wild and as adventurous as her. Like Gwyneth told her, like, you're just this wild thing. And Rose needs someone who's equally as wild, and that's hard to find. We're all looking for someone like that. You know, someone who's brave enough to catch us. And Adam is not that person, and I knew he wasn't, and my instincts were right. So, goodbye, Adam. You were kind of cute, but no. And I love, oh my god, he's stuck that way with a big fucking hole in his head. And every time he snaps or someone else snaps, it opens up. Oh my god, that serves him right, because what was he thinking? Like, you weren't gonna time travel with him forever. You knew you were gonna eventually go back. Like, he didn't think. So like, how much of a genius was he? I don't think so. He wasn't one at all. Yeah, and I'm glad the doctor chewed him out. It was, I was surprised at first that the doctor was so cool with him coming along, and he, you know, he gave him those unlimited credits, and he was kind of, you know, nice to him at first, but I think it was only because he knew that Rose liked him, and, you know, he cares about Rose, and he wants her to be happy. So that was decent of him. But then when Adam, like, you know, fucked up everything for everyone, like, he was like, okay, like, that's it. Like, I'm not babysitting this kid anymore. Goodbye. Yeah, and Rose didn't shed a tear. And this was back in 2005. And look, here we are, 14 years later, and they predicted it. I mean, we've always had problems with, it's always been controversial about the border and immigrants, but that really resonates now, today. And what's going on with this administration, man. I mean, they just do not want anyone who doesn't look like them in this country. It's scary how many people agree with them. A lot more than I thought. You know, all we can hope is that we can hope for things to change, but things will change because nothing lasts forever. Everything is temporary. Trump won't be in power forever. So just remember that, you know, if things are going bad now, in whatever situation you're in, if things are going bad, just remember that it'll pass, like, because nothing lasts. Things won't always be the same, and things ebb and flow. So all we can do is keep our fingers crossed and, you know, keep hoping that things will change sooner rather than later. And at least we have, you know, we have the ability to ask questions, to always ask questions and to think for ourselves. Unlike, you know, the humans in this episode, like, nobody asked any questions, nobody, you know, fought back, nobody even thought to question why, like, why anything. Why is this information being fed to me? Why don't people who are being promoted ever come back? Like, hello. That's like not a good sign. So always ask why, and never just take things for face value. Always investigate. You know, even the news, even if it's a trusted news site. I'm not saying be paranoid, but you know, just double and triple check things if you're unsure, and don't just accept it just because it's an authority figure, just because it's the government saying it, just because it's the news saying it, just because it's your parent or whoever. Just because it's someone in power doesn't mean that they're right. It does not mean that they're right. So that was fun. That was Doctor Who, Season 1, Episode 7, The Long Game. And it is a game that we are all playing, this game of life. So go out and do good and ask questions. And if you like this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions, please take the time to go to my Patreon by clicking on the link down below. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye.
I can tell you that